So I've been sitting down there for a little bit, staring at this truck. I just want to get everyone's consensus. So this is obviously like a little devil bun, right? We got an angel bun, a pig bun. I don't know what to figure out about this guy. He's got a football, I think. He looks angry, but he has great facial hair that I'm trying to grow myself. So, Kendra, thanks for teaching me more about anatomy than my public school education here in Utah ever did. That was a lot. I have to Google a lot of things when I get home. And then Ed Sheeran told us some jokes before that. That was pretty cool. Ed Sheeran, everybody. Grammy winner himself. So there's a lot that's been going on in the world. I just thought I'd talk about some of it. For the sports fans out there, today's kind of a big day in the NBA. It's free agency. It's where all the people that don't have a team get to pick which team they want to go to next. If the team wants them, you don't get to just pick. That'd be cool. But there's a particular player who could have been a free agent. There was something in his contract that said you can either leave us or you can join for one more year. And he decided to announce to the world that he was coming back to this team by telling a reporter, he said, normal people keep the world going. But it's those who do things different that change tomorrow. I'm opting in. Kind of sounds pretty intense, right? Well, what he opted into was to play basketball for a year for $35 million. And he said a quote that sounded like, I don't know, something like Martin Luther King would say, or Gandhi. I just felt like it was a little intense to say, like, I will take $35 million. Thank you. Interestingly as well, his teammate today demanded to be traded from the team. And this teammate is under contract for 4 more years. And he went to his boss today, apparently, and said, I would like to be traded. And his boss said, okay. And they're going to work with him, apparently. They're going to give him to another team. I would like that to be a thing in the real world, you know? Like, I work in copywriting at a credit union, and it pays the bills. But I would just like to have the option to go up to my boss and say, trade me to a different credit union. Now! And like, he's under contract. Like, he said, I will play for you. And they said, awesome. And then he said, I'm going to leave. And they said, we'll figure it out. I don't understand. But yeah, in the real world, I think that would be fun, just to go up and be like, hey, I would like to leave. And my boss is like, we understand, we'll make it work for you. So there's a drought happening. I use air quotes because we almost didn't have this happen, right? Because of the rain. Look at that, that's green on that tree. I think just big water is out there lying to us. I don't know why the government wants us to think that we're running out of water, but they are. My lawn, my choice, you know. I'm going to water it when I want to. There's government mandates out there, like you can only, if you're like on this side of the city, it's on like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. No. You know, I bought this house. I bought this lawn. I'm going to water it when I want to. Like, there's something, I'm not like an expert at the Constitution, but there's something in there that's like, we, the people, are thrifty, clean, brave, and reverent. We're daughters of our Heavenly Father who loves us and loves him. Something, I don't know. But it promises something about property and pursuit of happiness, and that's my happiness. It's green lawn, so I will be watering it. And they also like you need water to survive. I haven't drinking water in like 12 years, so I think that's false. Have you had water lately? I don't believe you.
We definitely have.
True. Yeah, these guys are true. You were lying. Sorry. Fake news. Fake news. But yeah, so okay, there is really a drought going on. I don't know what's harder to find right now in Utah, water or affordable housing, you know? It's kind of hard to live here. I think that fact we should bring back to Look at Me. I think that's enough. That household income, gets bumped up when there's like 8 of you in one home. So I think we should bring it back. I don't know who needs to pray to who, but let's bring it back around. So speaking of polygamy, Brigham Young, I think my favorite thing about Brigham Young is that as constituted today, like he wouldn't be allowed to go to the university that's named after him because of his facial hair and other reasons, but mainly his facial hair. For some of the reasons, he might be straight accepted. I don't know. But yeah, he wouldn't be able to be a student at BYU. I also think it's funny that, as most people depict him, Jesus couldn't go to BYU because of his hair either. Just kind of funny to me. Also funny, as presently constituted, neither Brigham Young or Jesus could be the president of the LDS Church because of their facial hair. So my dad works for the church, and when like stuff was like getting shut down, he got to work from home. And I always thought he like naturally didn't grow facial hair. I was like, that's where I get it from. It's my dad. Cause like this is like 4 months old. But no, he can grow quite the beard. Apparently, he could just grow it when he was at home, not at work. So shout out to Alan. Yeah, there's no joke there. I'm just happy for my dad. He can grow facial hair if he wanted to, if it was allowed. Tomorrow's a big day, Canada Day. We're all excited. I served my mission in Canada. Don't be jealous. I served in like central Canada, so just think of like North Dakota, but north. So like North Dakota. So pretty exciting stuff. Canada Day, unlike Independence Day for America, 4th of July, it's not Independence Day. They are not independent. I don't know if you guys knew this, but they are still under, technically, the rule of the United Kingdom, which is about this big. And Canada is the second biggest country next to Russia, and yet they're still under the Queen's rule. We don't even know she's alive, and yet she's on all their money. And then like public buildings, like government buildings, you know how here we have like the president like just standing at the DMV for whatever reason, just like, I'm here if you need me. They just have the Queen. She's just standing there with like all of her fancy stuff and a Canadian flag in the background. But what Canada Day celebrates is that they used to be like 3 colonies, and then they combined into one big Canada. So that's what tomorrow. When you see all the parades tomorrow, that's what it's for. But Stranger Things Volume 2, Season 4 Volume 2 comes out tomorrow. Exciting for all those to celebrate. There's big rumors about like who's gonna die, right? We'll find out. And if anyone does, we'll just get baptized for them. It's fine. They'll be saved. The upside down has no power for the up and up. So no need to worry about their soul. We got them. But yeah, as you know, as Kendra stated, you know, dating can be hard, right? Dating's a tough thing. I found dating to be hard, especially after I got married. You would think anywhere in the world where dating while married would be kind of easy, it would be here, you know, with our past. And like swinging, I guess, is like a big deal here. Anyone participate? See us after. But I don't think there's a more confident person out there in the world than someone who approaches their spouse to bring up swinging as like a concept. Like they go up to their, I assume it's the husband going up to the wife. Just kind of seems on point. But like he goes up to his wife and he's like, "Hey babe, so we're married," which is like the one thing I want to keep about our relationship. And as you probably could have, like, you can tell by now, like, I don't think like this is working intimately. However, your friend Michelle down the street, I think we could have a good time, her and I. I was thinking like maybe you two could like talk. Or I mean, I could just talk to her husband, Aaron. Like we're in the bishopric together. Like we'll just talk about it on Sunday before church. It's fine. He'll probably be down. We've talked about it all the time. But yeah, you know, dating, marriage, relationships can be tough. something that's happened in my wife and our relationship. I've stayed in the Mormon faith, but since getting married, my wife has left the church, which creates like a unique dynamic. Like for example, like we'll go to Starbucks in the morning. She'll get an iced coffee, and I'll get a hot chocolate. Like we'll go out to eat. She'll get like an alcoholic beverage, and I'll get to go to heaven one day. It's just a fun little thing in our relationship. And sometimes people will be like, they'll figure out this situation. They'll be like, Tommy, are you worried about like the afterlife? Like, are you guys gonna be together? And I'm like, no, I'm not worried at all. I'm gonna have so many other wives. Like, I don't even know what it's about. Anyways, that's my time. Thanks, guys. Thank you.